Hello! Today we'll be talking about Regigigas, the first normal-type legendary Pokemon. Its previous BYC dates are June 26th, 1997, April 16th, 2000, February 5th, 2003, November 26th, 2005, September 16th, 2008, July 8th, 2011, April 28th, 2014, February 16th, 2017, December 8th, 2019, and September 28th, 2022. I most know Regigigas from the Pokemon Ultimate Handbook. I also know it as the inspiration behind one of the buildings in Poketopia in Pokemon Battle Revolution. I always thought that Regigigas was introduced with Registeel in Gen 4. As for its design, I like it. The moss growing on it is a great design, as it not only shows that this Pokemon hasn't been active for a long time, but it also connects it to the land that it allegedly brought together. Speaking of which, I've always been confused as to why it's not a ground-type Pokemon. Anyway, let's get in the Bulbapedia article. Hello and welcome to the Bulbapedia section of the video. Today we'll be talking about Regigigas, the colossal Pokemon whose number is 0486. This is what it looks like. Its type is normal, ability slow start, gender ratios, gender unknown, catch rate is 3 or 1.6%, breedings, egg group, no eggs discovered, hatch time 120 cycles, egg not obtainable, height is 12 foot 2 or 3.7 meters, weight is 925.9 pounds or 420 kilograms. Base experience yield is 220 in Gen 4 and 302 in 5+. Leveling rate is slow, EV yield is 3 in attack. Shape is that, footprint is that, Pokedex color is white, and base friendship is 0. Regigigas is a normal type legendary Pokemon. Introduced in Gen 4, it is not known to evolve into or from any other Pokemon. Regigigas is the creator of the legendary giants, often viewed as their leader by fans. Biology. Regigigas is a large, white golem-like Pokemon. It has large yellow bands on its shoulders and wrists and a yellow, sloping section on its chest that appears to be in its head. This section contains 7 black circular eyes arranged in a specific pattern. The pattern is Regigigas' way of showing its anger. Its eyes glow red when it is provoked. It has 6 gems around its head. The upper ones are red, the middle ones are cyan, and the bottom ones are gray. Regigigas has long arms with 3 fairly human-like white fingers and short legs. Its body is covered in black stripes, and it has large bushes of moss growing in its back and feet. Regigigas in the form of a stone of life. Regigigas is an extremely skilled craftsman. Long ago, it created 5 golems in its image and brought them to life. It used ice, rocks, magma, and a cluster of electric energy and crystallized dragon energy to create these golems. They'd be known as the legendary Pokemon Regice, Regirock, Registeel, Regieleki, and Regidrago. Regigigas is also capable of controlling these legendary giants, even if they already belong to a trainer. It can also survive extreme conditions, as it is able to work with the boiling temperatures of magma as well as frigid ice. Negative 328 degrees Fahrenheit / negative 200 degrees Celsius. When Regigigas is disturbed from its slumber, it goes on a rampage and shoots powerful beams of energy. When it is befriended, however, it'll become a calm and gentle giant. According to an enduring Sinnoh legend, after it created the legendary giants, Regigigas pulled land masses together and binded them with ropes to create the regions of the Pokemon world. At some point, Regigigas fell into a deep sleep inside the Snow Point Temple. To reawaken it, one must unlock the door, the chamber where Regigigas is sealed in. Regigigas is the only Pokemon capable of learning the move Crush Grip. Prior to Gen 9, Slow Start was its signature ability. Game data, NPC appearances, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Time, Explorers of Darkness. Regigigas appears as a statue along with 4 Bronzong and 4 Hitmonlee in Aegis Cave. When the player's team and Team Charm reach them, the statues come to life and battle the 2 teams. After being defeated, Regigigas rises again and smashes the ground with its fist, causing the earth outside to heave up and reveal the entrance to the concealed ruin. Afterward, Regigigas can be battled again and recruited. Pokedex entries in Gen 4 and Diamond and Pearl. There's an enduring legend that states this Pokemon towed continents with ropes. Platinum. It is said to have made Pokemon that look like itself from a special ice mountain, rocks, and magma. Heart Gold and Soul Silver. It is believed to have shaped Regirock, Regice, and Registeel out of clay, ice, and magma. The Gen 5 Pokedex entries are Platinum's entry in Gen 6. X is the same entry. Y is Diamond and Pearl's entry. Omega Ruby is Platinum, the Gen 5, and X's entry. Alpha Sapphire is Diamond, Pearl, and Y's entry. In Gen 8, Sword. All over the world, there are legends that tell of Regigigas creating other Pokemon in its own image. Pokedex entry only found in Pokemon Home, Shield. It said that Regigigas created other Pokemon from many different materials before it moved the continents to where they are today. Pokedex only found in Pokemon Home. The Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl entry is its Diamond and Pearl counterpart, Legends Arceus. According to legend, Regigigas pulled land masses together and bound them with rope to create the continent of Hisui. Though I have my doubts, the story could, well, contain a shred of truth. Game locations, side game locations, events. Held items and events. Get the Custap Berry 100% of the time, and the Gold Ball Cap 100% of the time. Stats, base stats, HP 110, attack 160, defense 110, special attack 80, special defense 110, speed 100 for a total of 670. Pokeathlon stats. Type effectiveness, damaged normally by normal, flying, poison, ground, rock, bug, steel, fire, water, grass, electric, psychic, ice, dragon, dark, and fairy. Weak to fighting for double, immune to ghost, resistant to nothing. Notes, if this Pokemon is given a ring target, the effectiveness of Ghost-type moves is 1, so go from 0 to 1. Learn set by leveling up. 1 Pound in Confuse Ray, 6 Payback, 12 Facade, 18 Stomp, 24 Protect, 30 Knockoff, 36 Mega Punch, 42 Body Press, 48 Wide Guard, 54 Zen Headbutt, 60 Heavy Slam, 66 Hammer Arm, 72 Giga Impact, and 78 Crush Grip. By TM007 Protect, 17 Confuse Ray, 25 Facade, 28 Bulldoze, 34 Icy Wind, 36 Rock Tomb, 43 Fling, 46 Avalanche, 47 Endure, 49 Sunny Day, 50 Rain Dance, 58 Brick Break, 59 Zen Headbutt, 66 Body Slam, 67 Fire Punch, 68 Thunder Punch, 69 Ice Punch, 70 Sleep Talk, 73 Drain Punch, 82 Thunder Wave, 84 Stomping Tantrum, 85 Rest, 86 Rock Slide, 89 Body Press, 99 Iron Head, 103 Substitute, 121 Heavy Slam, 126 Thunderbolt, 133 Earth Power, 149 Earthquake, 150 Stone Edge, 152 Giga Impact, 158 Focus Blast, 163 Hyper Beam, 166 Thunder, 171 Terra Blast, 178 Gravity, 179 Smackdown, 181 Knockoff, 186 High Horsepower, 189 Heat Crash, 192 Focus Punch, 204 Double Edge, and 225 Hard Press. By breeding is nothing. Side game data, got all this. Pokemon Ranger, Shadows of Olmia, in the browser entry. It creates shockwaves with every step. It throws punches to attack. Guardian Signs. It launches powerful beams and lets loose shockwaves as it walks. Got this. In Pokemon Go, Regigigas can be obtained by completing the ticketed special research, a colossal discovery, or by defeating Giovanni. Evolution data is just Regigigas. Sprites here. So, oh, that's interesting. It's like a blue tint rather than just pure white. Probably a lot more simplified as well as it generally is. And the shiny has blue replacing the yellow part. And then it's much more white and platinums, the body. It's like doing this pose rather than just, I think, what moving its arms, I think. Yeah, a little bit, yeah. It's like a much bigger pose. In Gen 5, you get the full back sprites. In Gen 6, get the models. A little wider, it looks like. Yeah, probably a lot wider. That's interesting. Pretty good adaptation, though, otherwise. Gen 7. Not much changes. Actually, maybe it does. Hold on. The back. I don't know if it's like a different angle, but the back markings look a little different, particularly down here. That's interesting. In Gen 8, you get the models in this game. Homes, you get these models. Animation, Regigigas in Pokemon the series, Diamond and Pearl. Got all this. Pokedex entries in Diamond and Pearl, episode 129, in Dawn's Pokedex. Regigigas, the colossal Pokemon. According to legend, Regigigas has towed continents using ropes. Pokemon Generations, Regigigas in Pokemon Generations, gotcha, in the manga. Regigigas in Pokemon Adventures, got all this. In the TCG. Other appearances, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Regigigas appears as a spirit. Trivia, due to its ability weakening it, Regigigas has more in common with Slacking than it does with other legendary Pokemon. They share the same normal type, the same base stat total of 670, the same base attack stat of 160, and abilities that limit their power. Regigigas and Slacking also have the highest base attack stat of all normal-type Pokemon. Regigigas is the only one of the legendary giants not to have its type referenced in its name. In Platinum, by hacking to obtain Cherish Balls, it is possible to trick the game into opening Rock Peak, Iceberg, and Iron Ruins by catching the in-game Regigigas in a Cherish Ball. The game thinks the Regigigas was obtained at an event. In Gen 4, Regigigas is the only Pokemon required to acquire the diploma that cannot be obtained without the use of Pal Park or an event, even with all Gen 4 titles. This limitation occurs because Regigigas cannot be obtained without the use of the other legendary giants, which in turn cannot be obtained without either transferring them from Gen 3 or obtaining them in Platinum with an event. Regigigas. Regigigas is the only Gen 4 legendary Pokemon whose attack stat is higher than its special attack stat. I read the 6th point in the Magikarp video, but not the sub-points, so I'll read them. Regigigas is the lowest leveled legendary Pokemon that can be encountered in the wild, being level 1 when fought in Pokemon Platinum. Regigigas also has the highest level of any scripted Pokemon encounter in the wild at level 100 in the Crown Tundra, tied with the Shadow Giratina in Ramanas Park in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. In Heart Gold and Soul Silver, Regigigas has the widest overworld sprite of all Pokemon. Regigigas and Eternatus have very similar category names in Japanese, with the only difference being in how they're written. Regigigas' category name is in Hiragana, while Eternatus' category name is in Katakana. In either case, the category name is pronounced the same: Kyodai Pokemon, which means gigantic Pokemon. In Pokemon Legends Arceus, Regigigas is the only legendary Pokemon whose research tasks for the Pokedex do not involve seeing it using its signature move. Origin: Regigigas seems to be based on the golems of Hebrew legend. Specifically, Regigigas seems to have parallels to the legendary golem of Prague, whose immense power also intimidated people, and which ultimately resulted in it being subdued and sealed away. The 7 eyes on Regigigas' face may be based on the Braille alphabet, which was necessary to use in order to encounter the legendary giants for the first time in the sealed chamber, possibly alluding to the writing placed on the forehead of Hebrew golems. Alternatively, Regigigas may be based on the Titans of Greek mythology, with it being sealed away, likely being a reference to the aftermath of the Titanomachy, which resulted in the Titans being imprisoned in the underworld. Regigigas also shares some similarities with the Daidarabachi, a gigantic yokai. Regigigas' Pokedex entries seem to reference the Kunabiki myth, which describes how Omitsunu, a demigod said to have the strength and size of a Daidarabachi, pulled huge chunks of land via ropes to expand his kingdom. Regigigas' 3 pairs of gems might represent its servant golems that were introduced before it. The red pair might represent Regirock, the blue pair might represent Regice, and the gray pair might represent Registeel. Its overall form also resembles that of a Blemmies. Name origin: Regigigas may be a combination of Regis, Latin for royal, and Gigas, Latin for giant. In other languages, see also external links to legendary Pokemon. Let's move on. Now let's watch the first scene of the anime featuring Regigigas. Hello and welcome to the anime portion of the video. Today we're watching Giratina and the Sky Warrior. In this film, in the reverse world, the main antagonist is destroying this glacier, and we're panning up to what I assume is the Snow Point Temple. You'll see why. There's Regigigas. Waking up. And that is Regigigas' first scene in the anime. Let's move on. Now let's see why other people love Regigigas. Now let's look at fan art. Hello and welcome to the fan art section of the video. Nobody sent in fan art, so instead we're looking at DeviantArt fan art. For those of you who aren't familiar with the series, what we do is we go through these images until we find an image that doesn't contain a Regigigas. This is Regigigas by MFA Art 123. This is a really nice image of a Regigigas and a trainer, I guess. And presumably their Rose Raid. Yes, so, yeah. Very well done. This is Regigigas, the Great Golem by Nagan Lamb Songs. This nice image of Regigigas here, putting up this rock. Yeah, very well done, very unique angle. This is Regigigas fan art by Kamuro Jaws. This is a nice image showing Regigigas pulling the continents, and we got a Wailord, and a couple Wingull here, even though it's, I'm pretty sure, not as big as a Wailord, but I guess they imagine it had to be this big for it to be able to move continents. This is Regigigas by AkZZZ. It's this nice image of Regigigas here, in like the sand dune, I guess, and presumably Trainer and their Piplup, I think it is, and then Rattata there as well. Very well done. This is Regigigas Crossing by Goatright. It's this nice image of Regigigas walking through the water, I guess, this lake or something. Past these mountains. Yeah, very well done. This is A Needle in a Haystack by Louis C. Cosa. So this fun image of Regigigas, I guess it's trying to find a specific shaman among all these shaman. That's very nice. Very well done. This is Regimom Loses Her Shit by The Grazen. So, that's this fun little comic here. You have Regigigas holding Regieleki and Regidrago, holding them like they are like newborns, I guess. Babies, yeah. Doing their cries, I guess. Arceus here says, "Aw, so cute. What are they saying? Dun dun dun," and they're making the noises. I don't know. Making more noises. But they never shut up. Yes. Very well done. This is Regigigas by Anime Toku Sentai. It's this nice... Looks like it's maybe on a whiteboard. It's like definitely in person. I don't really know the medium that it's using. Very interesting. This is Regigigas Paper Mario Style by Vin Chao Lee, 1995. This nice Regigigas in the Paper Mario style. Very well done. This is Regigigas illustration by Bulu Kumi's work. We got this Regigigas t-shirt, I guess. And then this is like the same design on the background there. Very well done. This is El Equipo Pokemon de Knuckles de Sinnoh by Elf Dragon 35. So it's the Pokemon that they believe Knuckles would have in the Sinnoh region. I've talked about this in one of the previous videos. I can't remember which one though. They believe that it would have a Torterra, Rhyperior, a Gallade, a Magmortar, a Powdon, and a Regigigas. This is Hunter faces Regigigas by Trackboy1. You might be on level 1, but I'm gonna catch you, Regigigas. So bring it on. Go, Altaria, I choose you. So I guess it's this trainer fighting Regigigas with an Altaria. Very well done. This is PMD, Regigigas Portraits by Heart the Glaceon. So they compiled all of the portraits in one of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games. Or maybe multiple. The 7 Trio Masters by Tony Fictitium. So we got 7 of them. So Ho-Oh, Lugia, Rayquaza, Regigigas, Arceus, Cobalion, and Landorus. These, I guess, are the ones that are considered the leaders of their groups. Yeah, very interesting. This is Regigigas by Wa-Murrel. This nice, very stylized Regigigas here, and like I guess a trainer probably encountering it for the first time, or someone encountering it for the first time. Very interesting. Or maybe it's creating one of the other Regis. I don't know. This is The Great Lonely King of Sinnoh by Drago Spiderstein. It's a stylized Regigigas here. Gods Have Little Use for Irony by Terry Pratchett. That's a very fun image of it, presumably in the Snow Point Temple. Very well done. This is Pokemon Tarot Strength by Seyume. So you've got Regigigas holding up this steel beam, probably protecting Regirock, Registeel, and Regice. Very well done. This is Regigigas by Sonic Mega Batman 274. This nice hand-drawn image of Regigigas here. And yeah, very well done. This is Day of Reckoning Pokemon Evo by Joshua Dunlop. So this interesting art of Regigigas here, I guess, terrorizing people, and people are attacking it. Yeah, very interesting. This is Regigigas Test Animation by Riley221. So this nice animation of this model here that they've created, I guess. That's fun. And this doesn't contain a Regigigas, so we'll move on. Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. I'll be streaming tonight at 8 p.m. CDT, Central Daylight Time. Tomorrow I'll be talking about Giratina. As always, this isn't my proper outfit, you'll see me tomorrow.